What's up, family? It's your favorite storyteller, Matt D. Talford, and today I'm going to be talking to you briefly about my non-scientific explanation for why I don't believe that anybody is catching any ting and ting, if you know what I mean, from out of the air. Or why nobody's catching any, I don't know, Iris Vey from just straight up out of the air, all right? And hopefully this will put to rest any fears you might have of, oh, I left my house or I'm driving in my car and I didn't have my apparatus over my nose and mouth, okay? So, before I give you my breakdown on why, my non-scientific common sense breakdown on why I don't believe anybody's catching any ting and ting from out of the air, I want you to watch this short video.
On the left over here, we have individuals who are religious fundamentalists, religious fanatics, and this is the expression, RT-PCR, real-time PCR expression of the VMAT2 gene. Over here, we have individuals. So let me complete. So over here, we have individuals who are not particularly fundamentalist, not particularly religious, and you can see there's a much reduced expression of this particular gene, the VMAT2 gene. Another evidence that supports our hypothesis for the development of this approach.
What you see here is by spreading this virus.
What you see
here is by spreading this virus.
What you see
here is by spreading this virus. We're going to eliminate individuals from donning on a bomb vest and going into a market and blowing up the market.
So our hypothesis is that these are fanatical people, that they have overexpression of the VMAT2 gene, and that by vaccinating them against this, we'll eliminate this behavior. And that by vaccinating them against this, we'll eliminate this behavior. And that by vaccinating them against this, we'll eliminate this behavior. The virus would immunize against this VMAT2 gene, and that would have the effect that you see here, which is it's essentially to turn a fanatic into a normal person. And we think that will have major effects in the Middle East.
How would you suggest that this is going to be dispersed? The aerosol?
Well, so the present plan and the tests that we've done so far have used respiratory viruses such as flu or rhinoviruses, and we believe that that's a satisfactory way to get the exposure of the largest part of the population. Most of us, of course, have been exposed to both of those viruses.
How would you suggest that this is going to be dispersed? The aerosol?
Well, so the present plan and the tests that we've done so far have used respiratory viruses such as flu or rhinoviruses, and we believe that that's a satisfactory way to get the exposure of the largest part of the population. Most of us, of course, have been exposed to both of those viruses. And we're quite confident that this will be a very successful approach.
This is fascinating. What's the name of this proposal?
Yeah, so the name of this project is FunVax, which is the vaccine for religious fundamentalism.
And you have a proposal already?
The proposal has just been submitted, and I think that the data that I have shown you today would support the development of this project, and we think it has great promise.
Okay, So, all right, if you're quick, all right, if you're quick, then you understand probably after watching that video, you already got the answer for why I don't think that you're getting any ting and ting from out of the air. Okay, what you are getting out of the air, your boy just explained it to you. He said, roughly paraphrased, that he has the ability to spray some sort of upper respiratory irritant via aerosol into the atmosphere and cause the targeted individuals to experience difficulties with their upper respiratory tract, all right? And so now if I'm controlling the narrative and telling you that this ting and ting is coming out of the air and you can breathe it in straight out of the air, now I got you worried that I need you to, or now I got you worried that you need to do something to protect yourself from it, when in reality, your first, last, and best line of defense has always been your immune system, all right? A couple of things. When you breathe in something or take in something and then you start feeling like, oh man, and all of this stuff, like I got a cold, that is your body's immune response kicking in some extra mucus to trap whatever that thing is that you may have breathed in or that you may have inhaled, so that it can be escorted out of your body via that mucus, that extra phlegm, okay? That's how that works. Something came in that's not supposed to be there, boom, your system says trap it. It springs the trap. The trap is the mucus, all right? So you thinking now, okay, I got something because you got all this excess mucus, and in reality, you breathed in something that either nature blew through the wind or somebody else put in the wind for nature to blow through the wind into your lungs, all right? So I have to apologize for the lighting conditions. I'm in the sun, but it is what it is. Sun's good for you, right? So now y'all got it. I mean, y'all kind of got what's going on. He told you, which leads me to question, why y'all following this man anyway? Why are we following somebody who told you how he gonna get you? He put it right there in front of you. Told you how he's gonna get you, and we like following his every direction. When he told you that thing that he had the ability to spray into the atmosphere was how he was gonna get you to take the ting and ting, Axine Bay, for those of you who understand Pig Latin, Axine Bay. That's how he's gonna get you to do it. He explained it right there. I showed you in the clip. So, why are you following him? Now, I've had some friends that in fact, their friendship status has changed for some people because they have not liked my viewpoints on this thing since that I saw it. I saw it in 2020, and I put a video out in March of 2020 titled "The World at War: Spiritual Warfare." If you haven't seen that, check that out. It's in my channel. You'll just have to go back a year, but it's in there, and I spelled it out there. I also talked about how the difference between software support people and software programmers. I did Bill Gates is in the title of the video. Just look through my video. It's from last year as well. And I'm wearing like an orange shirt and a Clemson hat or whatever, orange hat. So check that out too. I don't quite recall the title. By the time I upload this video, I'll have the title of it on the screen there for you to see. But check that out because I kind of gave you the breakdown on your boy a year ago. But anyway, getting back to my point, listen, you want to do a little bit of science? Let's talk a little science. Objects in motion remain in motion unless acted upon by some outside force, and objects at rest remain at rest unless acted upon by some outside force. So, we gave you the mechanism for the outside force. I didn't give it to you. He told you how he's going to do it, right? Listen, I'm just reading it. I'm just reading it and putting it out there in front of you for those of you that can't see the playbook. So you got things going on in the atmosphere and you breathe them in, and then somebody's constantly in your ear telling you this thing is out here, and the first thing that happens is you convince yourself that now you may have fallen victim to this thing. All right, that's how mind control works. See, I say this in a lot of my videos. We're spiritual beings operating a vehicle. Your body is simply a vehicle for your true essence, your soul. Your body's just a vehicle for you to get around in this realm. Your body is the spacesuit, if you will. Your body is the spacecraft, if you will, for operating in this space that we're in. Okay, so that's all it is. So now, but the bridge, this is the bridge right here. This is the bridge. We're talking that sixth and seventh chakra, okay? Which the seventh chakra really is the lid. That's the communication tower, and it is the hatch through which you enter into this vehicle or this spacesuit, and you exit from this vehicle or the spacesuit. That seventh chakra is the hatch. All right, we'll call it that. But this whole thing right here is the bridge. So what happens when you want to control a ship, a vessel? You take control of the bridge, right? So the way that they take control of the bridge is by entering via your two spirit channels. I told you in my book, From Fear to Faith, a Survivor Story, published originally in 2015 and published, the second edition published in 2017. I told you in that book in chapter 8 that there are 5 channels into the man, okay, or woman, 5 channels into the person, all right? 3 physical, 2 spiritual. We know the physical channels in are your nose, which you inhale, your mouth, which you ingest, and your skin, through which you absorb things. But your 2 spiritual channels into your essence, or into this vehicle, if you will, either or, because they're not the same. But the 2 spiritual channels are your eyes and ears. So if you want to take control of the bridge, you have to do that via spiritual means. The spiritual means is the message and the optics. So when you are constantly bombarding someone with a message entering into this channel, all right, and then the optics entering into this channel, then if you can convince them of this thing that you're showing them or telling them, then now you have taken control of the bridge. You have taken control of that vessel. You don't even have to be the operator of that vessel, because now the operator of that vessel is moving under your direction. All right. And they're making that vessel go wherever they want it to go. That is truly the essence of mind control. People talk about, drugs. You can do this, mind control, mind. Yeah, there's mind altering drugs, but mind control. Let's drop the word mind and grab the word spirit or soul. Spirit control, soul control. That control is only seized or regained via the spirit. Okay. So therefore, that's just why I say in chapter 8 of my book, you must guard your spiritual and physical channels. As far as your spiritual goes, and we're in a spiritual warfare, you got to guard what you're looking at and guard what you're listening to. Now, I didn't mean to go that far down the rabbit hole on that, but let me get back on this so I can get this wrapped up. All right. This person or these people or these entities are controlling the spiritual, what's the word I'm looking for? They're controlling the message. They're controlling the narrative. They're controlling what you see and controlling what you hear. But you can take back control by turning it off and saying, you know what? I'm not watching that. You know what? I'm not listening to that. That doesn't jive with what I know to be true on the inside, so I'm not taking that in. All right? So this is how they did it. They took control of a lot of people. They took control of a lot of souls on this planet, a lot of vessels they took control of by simply putting out this message, and you're taking it in or you're ingesting it and doing this, that, and the third that is being recommended to you. So now you are no longer in control of your vehicle. Somebody else is controlling that vehicle because they're in your ear telling you where to drive it. You see what I'm saying? But once you make up your mind that, hey, you know what, this is my vehicle, I'm the controller, the operator of this vehicle, you're not going to tell me where to drive my vehicle because you don't have any say-so, then now they're powerless. You see what I'm saying? What's a man in the back seat to do? Even if I'm not even going to go there. What's a man in your back seat or your passenger seat? How is he going to make you go someplace that you don't want to go? He can't make you do it. All he can do is give you a suggestion. He doesn't operate that vehicle. You see what I'm saying? So let me get on. All right. What do you need to do now? Now that we know that these people said that, hey, we have the ability to basically, to be honest with you, let's strip the fancy covering off and say this. Let's put it in its proper perspective. These people or this person said we have the ability to take control of these individuals by tricking them. We're going to trick them into thinking they have something that they don't, simply by putting something out that is going to irritate them. And then we're going to tell them that this thing is an irritant that they must get under control by taking this thing that we want them to take. Okay? We're going to tell them it's there to help them. But in reality, it's the Trojan horse. All right? It's in reality, the Trojan horse is the thing that they breathed in. All right? And then now, boom, you're taking something that you wouldn't have had to take if you didn't believe that something that somebody put out to irritate you was something that they said it was. All right? So, Matt, you did a lot of talking about what they're doing. Now, how do we counter that? How do we combat that? Simple. Understand that your immune system, everything that you need equipped, these vehicles that we drive came equipped with everything that we need to operate in this space. Otherwise, the creator would have been inefficient in his design of us, and he is not inefficient. You can't say that you believe in God and say, well, the doctor knows more than God does. Or some of these people, they love to spin this thing and say, well, you know, God put the doctors here. Some of these doctors kill more people than gangsters every year with their poor pharmaceutical calculations. Just put that out there. Let's just leave that out there. All right. So did God put that? You gonna tell me God put a killer out there for you? Come on, y'all. You can listen. You got infinite possibilities in this planet. You can spend something however you want to and make it work for you. And that's the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth, because where the mind goes, the body follows. I just talked about that. This is the bridge. This is the controller right here. When someone can take control of this, including yourself, then your body's going to move. When you say, you know what, I'm tired of a certain situation. I'm tired of, you got people, just as a quick aside, you got people working jobs that they hate, but they have not made the decision to go a different direction. So they show up at work every day and complain. And I don't care how good or bad the money is. They complain, man, this sucks, man. I got to blah, 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 blah. Well, they paying me good. So now they're actually controlling your bridge via the money. They call them golden handcuffs. All right. I got out of the game before the golden handcuffs got latched in. I got out of the game 8 years ago. But that's a story for another day. So how do you combat this, Matt? Once you understand the lie, once you see the lie, once you see the game, now you're able to do something for yourself. Okay. We know that this immune system that he gave us is all powerful. Because he said, let us create man in our own image and our own likeness. That means that you are a God. You're not the creator. You are the creation, but you're a step below the creator, or several steps below the creator, however you want to look at it. But you now have the ability to create your own reality. Okay? Not outside his will, but you still have you have the ability to create your own reality, as long as it's falling in line with his will and your purpose. All right? So now that being said, you can create your own reality by understanding, hey, this is what this person's doing to me. All right? So now that I know that this is a lie, what can I do to counter what they're doing? All right. Number one. All right. Number one. Eat right. Eat right. Okay. Eat right. Don't put things into your body that's going to slow down your chi, your life force, your prana, whatever spin you want to put on that, your energy. What are some things? And you're not going to get from me, oh man, don't eat meat and all of this, become vegan. I'm not telling nobody to become vegan. But what I am saying is watch what you're eating. Okay. If you know that the same big people, big food, big farm, all of them, all right, FDA, they're all in bed together, all right, yeah, I said it, I don't care. Now, when you understand that these big people, these big entities are all in bed together and they have the ability to control some of these foods that you're taking in, then you got to be very wary of what you put in your body. I'm not saying don't eat meat. I'm saying watch the source. Follow the source of the meat. Are they injecting things into this meat that's gonna cause a reaction within your body to make you think you're having some type of reaction, when in reality, if you not put it in there, you wouldn't have had that type of reaction. Remember, objects in motion remain in motion unless acted upon by an outside force, and objects at rest remain at rest unless acted upon by some outside force. That's the first law of motion. I'm not going to accredit it to somebody who he didn't discover it. He stumbled upon it, but it was always there. So I'm not going to give him credit for it. But anyway, that's the first law of motion. Okay, so the same holds true for your body. If you're well and then all of a sudden you're sick, well, you didn't make yourself sick. Some outside force made you that way. So in converse, if you're now in a state of being unwell, then you're going to remain unwell unless you act upon the very thing that made you unwell, and how to combat it or how to reverse it. So I know I'm doing a lot of babbling and I haven't gotten to it. Number one, watch what you put in your body. Okay. Number two, underneath watching what you put in your body, definitely, you have to extremely limit your sugar intake. All right. You got to extremely limit your sugar intake. If you can get it to zero, that's even best. That's the best. Why? You want to understand why? Sugar slows your chi down. Okay. Sugar dehydrates you. You don't believe me? Put some water on the counter. Just put a little tablespoon of water on your kitchen counter and then drop a half a teaspoon of sugar on it and see what happens to that water. That sugar soaks up that water, and guess what? Eventually it's going to crystallize. So now if you got something crystallized, now it becomes in essence a rock, so if you will, or something hard that now your body, your flow has got to go around. So you watch that sugar intake. Number 3, you get as many natural foods that you can get in you. Natural sources of vitamins and minerals. Yeah, the supplements are good, but the supplements have been created. They've been processed, all right? Listen, no supplement is going to top a natural source of vitamin C. It's not. It's not. You can take all the supplements you want in the world. Get you a lemon, peel it, keep some of that white on it, cut it open if you will, cut it into wedges if you will, sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on it and eat that and see what that does for you versus taking some vitamin C gummies. That's just one. I'm just giving you one example there. Okay? Fiber, all right? Keep everything moving. Keep everything moving. How do you know this? Have you ever seen a man-made lake and what it looks like when you have a man-made lake with an aerator in it versus a man-made lake without an aerator? That man-made lake that does not have an aerator in it, where that water's just sitting, that lake gets nasty quickly. But you simply go in there and add an aerator that starts circulating that water, then everything that's nasty in that lake starts pushing out to the shore, and then the earth absorbs the nasty stuff, and now you got clean water. Same with a still piece of puddle versus a mountain stream or a brook. That moving water stays clean. So guess what? You got to keep moving water through you. How do you move water through you? Number 1, don't put a whole bunch of stuff in you that's going to soak up your water. But number 2, you got to keep pushing that water in. You got to push that liquid in. Try not to push in liquid that is sugary, all right? Watch your alcohol intake, for those of you that like to ingest. Watch your alcohol intake. Alcohol goes, boom, straight to the liver. Messing with your liver. Now, what's your liver? Your liver's your filter. You're drinking all that alcohol now. You can't efficiently filter your blood if you're drinking alcohol on a regular basis the way you could if you weren't even drinking alcohol. That liver's got to stay clean. It's got to stay clean. It's got to stay undamaged, all right? So keep that water moving. Fiber. Get you some natural sources of fiber. Eat you some apples. I'm going to tell you something. I eat every day. I try to eat it every day. I eat it at least 5 days a week. I get me a bowl of oatmeal. And oatmeal is a beautiful canvas because you can doctor it up the way you want. You put a little maple syrup in it, some cinnamon, some salt, whatever, some olive oil. There's a bunch of things you can do with oatmeal. Oatmeal is a canvas. You can truly make it. You can make it sweet. You can make it savory. Okay, oatmeal is I've done butter and cinnamon. I've done applesauce and cinnamon. Oatmeal is a canvas. You can make what you will of it. So I give me an oatmeal. I might give me a little protein with that, maybe some turkey sausage links or something, or maybe I'll just eat the oatmeal. But definitely oatmeal and coffee at least 5 days a week in the morning when I feel like I need some energy. A lot of times I'll fast if I ain't got nowhere to go, but if I got somewhere to go and I'm feeling a little drained, I need some energy. Best energy boosting meal I've ever had is a cup of coffee, regular, not decaf, a cup of coffee and a bowl of oatmeal. And then I put whatever I wanted. I might throw some apples, some walnuts in it, some cinnamon, some salt, whatever, little maple sugar. Little maple syrup, whatever. For real maple syrup. I ain't talking about that high fructose corn syrup crap with Aunt Jemima on the front. That ain't syrup. That's something that somebody made in the factory. It didn't come from a tree. All right? It did not come from a tree. So, fiber. Keep everything moving. Not only is that oatmeal giving me energy, it's moving everything out. It's fiber. Okay? Moving everything out a little bit later on. So that's number 2. Number 3, get you some rest. Get you plenty of rest. Your body is its most vulnerable when you're tired. Think of a champion athlete who didn't get any sleep the night before, and he's going up against a subpar athlete, but that athlete is well rested, had a good meal, well hydrated, and then he's going up against a champion level athlete that was not hydrating and stayed up till 3 a.m. and got to get up at 6 to be ready to go to a track meet or something. I don't care what type of accolades that athlete had. He's going to lose to a lesser opponent who took care of his body. Get your rest. You're more likely to come down with something when your body is weak. Your body only regains its strength. It only goes into repair mode when you're asleep. You got to hit that deep sleep for your body to go in repair mode. It's just like surgery. Nobody's doing an internal surgery on you with your body, with you being wide awake. They put you to sleep so they can do that surgery. Your body's the same way. Your body got some emergency services, like when you get a cut, it's going to patch up that cut immediately so you don't bleed out. But them long-term services, you sprain your ankle, whatever, it's excruciating pain, you can't put any weight on it. You go home, you get your good night's sleep or whatever, and then you wake up the next morning. I promise you ain't going to hurt like it did right after you did it. That's because your body did repair work on it. That's how that works, all right? So, The other reason you want to drink that water, the more water you got in you, the softer any phlegm, any excess phlegm that your body produced to get rid of some irritant that got inside of it, the less rigid that becomes. The more water you drink, the easier it is for that phlegm to move whatever it was out of your system. But when you're dehydrated, you're not drinking enough water, that's sitting around. And now if you got phlegm sitting around in your chest, now you feel like you got to go get some pharmaceutical or something to break up that phlegm in your chest. When you just need to be drinking water. Drinking water. That keeps everything loose, keeps everything flowing. It keeps your kidneys flushing. It keeps your liver flushing. It keeps your bowels moving. Drink that water. Some simple stuff. Y'all, people think, oh man, that's too simple. You came here with everything you need to survive and thrive. But you got to know how this stuff works. So, that being said, and now last but not least, if you know something's in the air, you know, like me. Y'all know how I feel about the whole apparatus thing. Some of y'all know me. Y'all know how I feel about it. But now, if you see me out there cutting the yard, doing lawn work or something, I got some apparatus on. I'm wearing it. Why? Because I don't want to inhale something that's going to irritate me and make me sneeze and snot and have to go get some diphenhydramine to deal with the get an antihistamine in me. You know, and I do limited pharmaceuticals, but they're things that have been in the market for well over 20, 30, 40 years. All right. That new stuff, y'all can keep that. Keep it. I don't need it. I'm good. So don't want it. Don't want it. I'm good. So anyway, y'all, I didn't mean for this video to be 20 minutes. I said short. That's the magic word. That's where I messed up. But I wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all saw the video. You saw it right from the horse's mouth. He told you then, all right? He told you well in advance. This was like, what, 19 years ago? No, 18, 17, about 17 years ago. He told you, he said, this is how I can get these enemies, with who he was briefing, this is how I can get these enemies to take this thing that we need them to take so that they become normal people, all right? We trick them. We make them think they got something they don't have, and then we show up with the medicine. Say, here, take this, that'll fix it. You got everything you need in you to survive and thrive. Stop giving people control of your bridge. You're a soul. You're a soul operating a space suit or a spaceship to operate within this space that we're in. All right? Stop giving control of your stuff to other people. If it don't jive with your spirit, then don't let the spirit of fear take you over. And listen, y'all, I could go on and on about this. Stop giving people control of your vehicle. Stop it. You're the controller. You're the operator. All right? You're the operator. It's time to fight back. I've been telling y'all now for going on 2 years that we are in a spiritual war. And the only way that you can win at a spiritual war is first recognizing that you're in a spiritual war. This thing is not natural, it's spiritual. Because they're controlling you via spiritual means. They keep showing you the same optics over and over again, and they keep repeating this message in your ear, and they count on other people close to you repeating it. Hey, let's put it out enough. All we got to do is plant the seed, and then they're going to pick it up and run with it. Then they're going to go tell this person, hey, they're going to spread the fear. All they're doing is spreading fear. But they're doing it a lot of times through the people we know and love. So somebody got to put their foot down and say, no, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I ain't never seen a bully somebody who said, I'm not afraid. They're like, whoa, I got to reconsider this. They might know something I don't know. They might embarrass me. I might not look like a bully by the time this is over. Maybe I want to move on and not mess with that person. Let me go find somebody else. Let me go find another wimp I can bully. Anyway, y'all, I got to roll. Hey, listen, I got some links to some of my work as an author. I'll put links and thumbnails at the end of this video. And then, or I'll put the links below in the description box, and I'll put the thumbnails at the end of the video. Hey, man, I love y'all. I love y'all. This is why I'm doing it. All right, tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You show it. You show it through your acts of service, okay? You show it through your acts. It's one thing to tell somebody you love them, but it's empty if you're not showing it. So tell somebody you love them and mean it. How do you mean it? You show it. And one more thing. You want to know how you can keep your system strong and fighting some of this stuff out here that you could be bringing into your system? Spicy food. Spicy food. I don't mean the type burn your tongue. You know, spices you can tolerate, but anything you can put in your body that's going to warm your body up, okay? Anything you can put in your body that's going to warm your body up. Why? Because check it out. When you, warm your body up to the point where you're breaking a sweat. What does that do? That's going to do a couple of things for you. Number one, it is going to cause you to sweat out anything that might be a toxin. Number two, it is going to cause you to want to drink more water, because you're going to have to drink more water because you're losing it via your sweat. So now you got the water flowing. Remember what I said about stagnant water, Okay, so spicy food, I'm a big fan. I don't eat hot, like burning my tongue type food. I'm just talking about something that's gonna warm up your core. Listen, I got a little hack I do with my coffee. I brew a cup of coffee. I put a teaspoon of honey in it. I put in some cayenne pepper, some turmeric, and some cinnamon. And let me tell you something. It's a beautiful flavor, and it subtly warms your body up. All right. And then what else? Listen, I'm not a big fan of raw sushi like I used to be, but you know, there's several places you can go get sushi, and they got some cooked models or not models. They got cooked varieties of sushi. You get that sushi, you put that wasabi on there, that fresh ginger, boom. Guess what you're doing now? That wasabi is gonna open up this whole sinus right here. That wasabi gonna open up your whole sinus. So get that wasabi up in you. Listen, warm that body up. Warm that body up so now you quote unquote burning out whatever it is. You can also, as the months start to cool off, yo, listen, sweatpants up, hoodie up, okay? Put on maybe one of those things that one of those sweat type of outfits or whatever, and then get out there and go on a little jog, do some jumping jacks, do some push-ups, do some weightlifting or something with them hot clothes on to sweat up. You know, if you got access to a sauna, get in that sauna. You got a home-based sauna, when these gyms shut down, well, we can't use the sauna, whatever, then you know what? I mean, we blow a lot of money, right? In this country, we blow a lot of money. How about you take some of that money you blow and buy you a little, if you got the space for it, if you're a homeowner, you got a space for it in your garage or whatever, get you a little individual personal sauna for your home and get in there and sweat every day. Sweat, all right? Sweating is doing two things. It's keeping the water flowing. Because water's going out, you putting water back in. Water going out, you putting it back in. Remember, flowing water is going to be clean. Our bodies are 70% water. So don't have no stagnant water in your body. Stagnant water is diseased water. Keep that water flowing, all right? So I just wanted to add that. I forgot to go in there and talk about the spicy food. That's another one of my regimens. And then get you some keep that hot food going, y'all. Keep that hot food going. Get some, I ain't talking about no fast food. I'm talking about learn how to make you some soup, all right? Learn how to make you some homemade chili, and don't be putting all that cheese and dairy and stuff. The reason why I'm not big on dairy, now you putting in mucus. You putting in mucus, all right? You putting in mucus that's causing perhaps even excessive mucus, all right? Now, sometimes I'll do that on purpose. Watch this. Sometimes I'll do it on purpose. Like if I know I went out there and inhaled something and it's got me, I'm like a little bit concerned because I'm like, what did I just breathe in? I might go and maybe eat me like 3 slices of pizza or whatever, because that cheese I know is mucus, and that's gonna make me even have more that my body's trying to push out, and then I'm helping to capture that. Now, I don't recommend that for everybody. I don't recommend that for everybody, especially if you already like feeling like you're really congested. That's not what I'm talking about. If I'm at the point of congestion, I'm not putting something else that's gonna cause more congestion. I'm just talking about like I'm talking about day 1, hour 2 or 3. You know, I'm talking about like after hour or 2 after I feel like I got something in. I might every now and then, I do it sparingly, but every now and then I'll go and do that. But that's pretty much it. I don't drink cow's milk. I don't do half and half anymore. Silk makes a great almond milk creamer and I'm not promoting Silk, but listen, I'm trying to tell y'all where to get it. All right, Silk makes a great almond milk creamer. I shouldn't just say Silk. There's a lot of great almond milk creamers that'll lighten your coffee. Plant-based creamers that'll lighten your coffee. You got to find one that works for you. All right, I got my favorite. Find it good, but I don't do half and half in my coffee. Some people say, Matt, you should drink it black. I should do what makes me happy. Anyway, so that's it, y'all. Just wanted to throw that out there. Watch your dairy intake. I don't eat like nothing with cow's milk. I don't do the ice cream. If I'm eating some ice cream, it's like cashew milk or almond milk based ice cream or something like that. Rice milk based ice cream. I'm not doing anything with and I even do that sparingly because it's got sugar in it. It's got some type of sweetener in it. So I'm just trying to, when I do that, trust me, I'm drinking plenty of tea, plenty of water, plenty of coffee without even the extra whatever. I'm just keeping everything moving. Anything that's going to keep my chi moving, my water flow moving, that's what I'm doing. So y'all keep that water flowing. Keep any phlegm that you got, any mucus you got inside your body, keep it loose with that water intake. And the other thing I do occasionally, I'll do a tablespoon of olive oil in the morning and in the evening. I'll do a tablespoon of olive oil, straight shot, tablespoon or 2, extra virgin olive oil. All right? What is that doing, Matt? That's a natural oil. That's a natural plant-based oil. Oil's doing what? Oil keeps everything loose. You got something you're trying to break up, you need a solvent. Oil is a great solvent. It's a great solvent. So guess what? Whatever you're doing, The way things work outside your body is often the way they work inside your body. Put something sugary and leave it sitting on the counter. Look how hard that countertop gets. All right, just water, a little bit of water, a lot of sugar, syrup, honey, whatever. Put something on the countertop and watch how hard it gets. Sticky, whatever. If it does that on the outside of the body, it does that on the inside of the body. What do you need to do to clean that off that countertop? Water. Water and soap, but if you don't use soap, you use enough water, it's clean, it's gone. All right? Trying to give y'all some tips to keep you moving, because we got to fight back, because these people out here, they ain't trying to push nothing but an Axine Bay. They ain't telling you that your body, that you came here with all the equipment that you need. All you got to do is know how to properly operate and maintain it. Put that in your back pocket, y'all. Peace.